Hello people of the internet, my name is AJ and I'm going to do a thing, and this is actually the second time I've recorded the start of this because I just figured out what I was supposed to do. Like literally just. So I didn't realize that I wasn't commentating. Commentating sounds better. I was speaking but it wasn't my mic wasn't picking up any of my volume, and I figured out what was happening. So I did figure out what I was going to do. And by the way, I'm playing Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and last time I did pick up this, I was only like less than 5 minutes in, so a beginner's guide to fishing, wonderful, a lot of experience just like last time. I don't remember a complete gardener's guide, wonderful, a lot of experience just like last time. Then the last thing I did was talk to this guy. So the red maps are where I'm supposed to go to, and I have a lot of support conversations which I haven't watched yet, and I'm very excited to watch.
There are numerous books in this library that you cannot find anywhere else.
Cool.
But once you are here, you can read them easily enough. I doubt someone would go to the trouble of stealing one.
I don't know. I really like books. I'm not saying I'm a thief, but I would read it for a
Sometimes
long time.
Seteth will dispose of books that are deemed inappropriate for the monastery, but that's about it.
Like killing people? Wait, that's what we do.
In a way, I suppose that makes those particular volumes more valuable, right?
I guess. Okay, so I'm officially caught up to where I was when I realized my mic wasn't recording. What is your name?
The boy who assists the Archbishop. Cyril, I believe?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I hear he's originally from a foreign land to the east called Almyra.
Sounds familiar.
I know he's still only a child, but I do wonder about his true intentions.
I'm sure he's just trying to do the right thing. I like kids. I believe in him. I believe in this kid completely. Okay, so after we finish this quest, we are going to go talk to Claude, and then we will... First we will run because we can. My boy, my guy, do I remember your name? I know this one, it starts with an H. I got nothing.
Unbelievable.
Hanneman! Obviously
A terrifying
Hanneman.
story. However, an assassination attempt on Lady Rhea is doomed to fail.
You right.
Pardon? You think the goal may be different than simple assassination?
Once again, you right.
Intriguing. I suppose the priceless objects in this room could perhaps draw thieves. However, there's no one but me who could make use of them.
Interesting. Hey, what do you want to train me in? Bows, reason, riding. I wouldn't mind riding, honestly. I really want my character to be able to use a horse. I don't know if I should, but I really do. We'll get back to you on that one. We'll get back to you on what we want to learn. What could this crest be? What? It looks like a glyph. That's all I got. Thank you for your time. Is that an item? It was an item. Wellness herbs. Excellent. I really enjoy the idea that they're just random items laying around and you just need to collect them. I really enjoy that. I really want to get to these supports, but I'm determined to not have this episode be an hour. I'm determined to put a stop at 35 minutes. So we're going to see how far we can get with everything. My boy!
I bet the enemies use...
Oh, my boy. Oh, you. You know what? You're a classic Raphael. You know what? You can take this owl feather.
Is this for me?
It
It's
is
so
for you.
nice.
I'm glad you like it. I'm so happy you enjoy it. I will give you more gifts eventually because don't tell anyone, you're my favorite. See ya. Oh, I should probably look where Claude is. Or I should probably follow the red scroll with the check mark. He is this way. He is this way.
Nice.
My boy, what
Thanks. That was a big help.
up? You are very welcome. You could have done it yourself too. I'm just saying. Oh great, we just used an elephant. I don't think we got an elephant.
Something the church values above all else.
People.
And on the day of the rite, it'll be open to the public, making it easier than ever to get inside. That's gotta be it, right?
They value people. The Holy Mausoleum. I'm guessing the Holy Mausoleum. The greenhouse is cool, the dining hall is cool, the Holy Mausoleum. This is technically a church.
Bullseye.
You right.
We don't know the enemy's intentions, not yet. but our best bet is that their target will be the Holy Mausoleum.
What do those scoundrels want? I didn't notice that it said the motivation on this screen, so I'm probably going to look at this screen a little more if my students have low motivation. Marianne, my mystery girl, what's your story? Your motivation isn't looking too bad. This is appreciated. You do love animals, and I love you. In a completely normal way. I'm happy you appreciate it. Now you'll be motivated. You will love animals even more. We need to enter the fighting contest. We need to talk to someone who loves tea. First we're gonna listen to all our supports because I'm excited. Woo hoo hoo! Raphael, yes. Getting ripped.
There we go. Time for a break.
Hey, Raphael, that's quite a load you've got there.
It was my turn to do the shopping again, but I might have overdone it.
Classic Raphael.
Aren't those trips usually for food supplies? Why did you pick up a bunch of spears and gauntlets as well?
I was passing by the smithy, and the old man called me over. He said he was finished repairing the training weapons, so I grabbed them since I was already there.
He can repair weapons?
And those books?
Since when?
I had just left the smithy when I ran into a merchant I recognized. He said he had some books that he brought from the library, so I took them off his hands.
Look at you being a good guy.
Right. And that desk?
Oh, this? Can you believe someone threw this away? It only needs a little work and it'll be good as new.
Classic.
Someone around here was just saying that they needed a desk.
Who?
Of course. Now, this is just a friendly observation, but I see surprisingly little of the food supplies that we actually need.
Well, I worked up an appetite from carrying all this stuff.
Oh, cute.
So,
Classic.
I had a snack on my way back.
Raphael, I appreciate the thought, but you can't get so carried away with helping out like that. You helped us all right out of dinner.
I disagree. You need to be more focused on what your main task is, but you can always do side tasks.
And now that I've seen your struggle, I have no choice but to join in this vicious cycle of charity. Here, I'll lend you a hand.
All of this stuff is pretty heavy. Are you sure you can handle it?
You insult me. And no, I can't. I'll only carry the books and offer my support as you handle the rest.
Hey, support. Nice. Nice. Everyone wants to talk to Raphael. Nice.
Meat is the best. Veggies and fish are great too, but there's nothing like a good cut of meat.
My spirit animal, you right.
May I join you?
Hey, Lawrence, you here to eat? It looks like you barely grabbed anything.
Please, this amount will suffice for me. There's no need to compare our portions.
No wonder you're so skinny. My little sis eats more than you.
I would love to meet your little sis somewhere in this
Come
game.
on, have some of mine. You need it more than I do.
I'm curious to see if your little sis is like you or not like you.
You offer me half-eaten scraps? The nerve! With manners like that, even a nobleman would be an absolute disgrace. Have you no dignity?
You're pretty touchy, huh? It's probably just because you're hungry.
Classic.
Raphael, please, do you mind? I cannot enjoy the simple pleasure of a meal in these conditions.
Why can't you enjoy your meal? You don't like what's on the menu? You wait here. I'll go to the kitchen and find something tastier for you.
He's so simple-minded, but he's also very complex.
That won't be necessary. Please, just let me eat. In peace. Alone.
Ouch.
I don't think you get it, Lawrence. Nothing goes with a meal better than good company.
Here's the
If
point.
leading the Alliance is your goal, you should really try eating with other people first.
I'm afraid I fail to see the connection between leadership and dining.
If you want to be a leader, you have to know how to get along with different types of people,
I
right?
don't know if I ever saw Lawrence's hair from the side. I didn't notice it was two different
If you
colors.
really want to get to know someone, all you have to do is share a meal with them.
You right.
Quite the contrary, unfortunately. It seems the more time I spend eating with you, the less likely we are to become friends.
Ouch, snap.
The more you eat with someone, the more you learn about them. Their likes, their dislikes, you know?
I agree. Sharing a meal is a great way
You
to
might
get to
get some
know
of their
anyone.
food that way too. You can eat more and bulk up. All that talking made me hungry again. I'm gonna go get seconds.
What an absolute bother. But I suppose he does have a point about observations of character at the dinner table.
So we're realizing that Raphael is just a big There's another person who wants to talk to Raphael. Raphael is so popular.
Lysithea, do you have
Love
a moment?
It.
There is a matter of significance I'd like to discuss with you.
What's
I
that,
know
Cap?
you're always seeking the attention of ladies, but why are you wasting your breath on me?
Don't be silly. I want to discuss the future of the Alliance, to have a constructive and candid exchange of opinion.
I'm not so sure I'm the one being silly. Actually, I'm busy. Stuff to do.
Now, hold on just a moment. House Ordelia will never benefit from such a narrow-minded mentality.
I was under the impression you were interested in me as a person. What do house matters have to do with anything?
As it stands, the bonds between Alliance lords are quite weak. If this state of affairs persists, I'm afraid those bonds may dissolve entirely.
I
Interesting.
couldn't care less.
Ouch.
House Ordelia may be small, but a small house is fettered by fewer obligations than a larger one. Apply yourselves actively in diplomacy, negotiate wisely, and you could do much to help maintain peace among the neighboring lords. The recognition of those lords would benefit your house immensely. To that end, why not start with me, the heir to House Gloucester? It couldn't hurt for us to become friends, could it?
Yes, of course. When the time comes. But right now, I'm quite busy. Maybe later. As it is, I'm studying magic for the benefit of the Alliance, and I would appreciate it if you left me to it.
Ah, I see. Then forgive the intrusion. I will take my leave of you for now. But if there is any way I can be of help to you or your house, I hope that you won't hesitate to ask. After all, as I'm sure you know, the future of the Alliance is my responsibility.
The future, he says. As though I have a future.
What does that mean? What does that mean you don't have a future? Tell me what's happening. Are you destined to die? Are you sick? What's the story? Why does no one want to talk to Ignatz? Ignatz is great! Okay, we can get to that later. Why is there the double dash? There's the double dash thing above a few of these. I don't know what that means.
Hello, Marianne. You're well, I hope?
I am, Lawrence. Thank you.
I cannot help but notice you do not look it.
Is that
Snap.
so? I feel fine.
Oh, do you care about a character?
What? Was there something you needed?
How unseemly of me. My apologies. It is not my intention to stare.
Does something about me seem off?
Oh, not at all. I was just remembering your father. Or rather, comparing my experience of him to you.
Oh,
Your father, Margrave Edmund. He is one of the shrewdest nobles in all the Alliance, with a noted gift for pointed speech. On and beyond the battlefield, his words have the power to move friend and foe alike.
aw.
My own father has said he would not want to make an enemy of him. Naturally, I am of the same mind. Your father is blessed with gifts of confidence and eloquence, yet compared to him, you seem always reticent and downcast.
So he's talking present tense, so I assume her father's still alive.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cause you discomfort. It's just that the contrast between you and your father is striking.
I have very little in common with my adoptive father.
Adoptive.
But he sent you to Garrick Mach. Clearly, he sees potential in you. I think I see it too. Yes, a certain charm, gravitas, if you will. Just like him.
Isn't it pronounced gravitas? Aww.
Oh,
I can't say that I know too much about him. I should be going now.
yes, of course. Please, take care.
I wonder if we'll meet your birth parents somewhere in this.
Oh, such grace, such serenity. How could such a beauty be hiding in plain sight?
Well, we
With a
don't
little
know.
polish, she would shine magnificently.
She already shines magnificently, my dude. Okay, now what is that double dash over? So there's another double dash. So it seems like it's a two-part conversation. Interesting. Raphael, my dude, everyone wants to talk to you. Everyone should want to talk to you. You are amazing.
This theory just isn't coming together. The thought behind it is sound enough, but
Hey, Lysithea, your forehead's all wrinkled. You look tense. Is something wrong? You know you can tell your big bro Raph.
Big bro Raph.
You know you can tell me anything, right?
Aww.
Raphael, while I appreciate your offer, I'm not so sure you'll be much help here.
What does that mean? Oh, are you researching something complicated? In that case, yeah, you're probably right.
Oh, Raph.
Is there something else I can help you with? I'm really good at other things, like training.
I have absolutely zero interest in such things.
You don't like to
I
train.
have an idea. Do you want to get real good at playing tag? I can teach you. There's a trick to it that most people don't know. Like to not get tagged and stuff. Let me show you.
I love you.
It's too sunny to spend all day inside studying. Come on, Big Bro's gonna take you outside.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Can't you see I'm busy? Go bother someone else.
Aw.
What nerve you have too calling yourself Big Bro? Like I'm your little sister or some nonsense. Just cut the act.
Did I really say that out loud?
Anyway, my grades are miles better than yours. If you want to play the part of Big Brother, you'd probably benefit from studying way, way more.
Like I said, I'm really good at other things. Just not classroom learning.
I can't stand all the excuses. Clearly, you're the little kid here. You got all that? Now don't bother me again. Understood? Bye.
Aw. It's not a happy conversation.
She must be going through a rebellious phase.
My guy. This is like Raphael Appreciation Day, and I'm all about it.
Hey, Marianne, what you eating? Mind if I join you? I'm starving.
Huh? Oh,
All my favorite dishes are on the menu today. I might have grabbed too much. You want some?
Oh, look
no
at you.
thanks.
All you've got on your plate are leaves. Are you sure that'll fill you up?
I'm done eating now. I have to go.
Huh?
You're always running.
You're already done eating? But there's still food on your plate.
You run from people so much. I wanna know
Hey,
your story.
Marianne! Huh. Maybe she's not feeling well. I should probably go check on her later.
Oh, is that so? I'm so happy you found all of that food.
Who are you
A
talking
little
to?
gray starling told me that you can find berries if you fly out toward the mountains.
Can you talk to animals?
Oh, I found Marianne. I didn't know she spent her time here. It sounds like she's talking to someone.
What's that? You want to try some nectar from the flowers in the greenhouse? That might be tricky.
Oh, she's literally talking to birds.
I guess you could try it if I'm already there. Otherwise, you might get locked in.
She can communicate with animals.
Hey, Marianne, who are you talking to? Huh?
Oh, she doesn't like to talk to
Whoa,
people. She can
the
talk
birdie
to
flew
birds.
off.
Interesting.
Yes, it looks like he has. What are you doing here, Raphael?
You were acting a little strange when we were eating earlier, so I wanted to check on you. I was worried.
Look at you and your big heart.
That's sweet of you, but I'm fine.
Are you sure? Well, that's good to hear. As long as... Wait a minute! Were you just talking to a bird?
Excuse me?
I knew it! You can talk to birds! I'm right, aren't I?
That's so cool.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's incredible! This place is full of interesting folks. But I didn't think anyone spoke birdie.
No, that's not it. This bird just happened to be speaking human.
Oh, so it's kind of
Amazing.
like.
I hope I get to meet a bird who speaks human one day.
It's kind of like Harry Potter and how in the first book he was speaking to the snake, but he thought he was the only. He thought the snake was speaking English. I don't remember what the language was called though. Raphael, you just talk to everyone, my guy. You'd be the best friend of every man, woman,
Hey,
and
Leonie,
child.
are you just getting back? Whoa, what's with the bag? It's huge.
Oh, this? I thought I'd get all my chores done at once. Guess it got a little out of hand.
Yeah, I guess.
Sorry to be a pain, but could you help me out?
I'm happy to help. Where'd you go to get all this stuff?
Well, first it was just the cloth scraps from the tailor, and then it was the used oil from a restaurant in town. After that, it was the books the scholars didn't know what to do with. I mean, that was just on the way.
Whoa, it sounds like you did a lot of running around today.
It wasn't so bad. I just figured it would save time if I did it all in one trip.
You planned all that out? Impressive! What are you gonna do with all that stuff you got?
The scraps will be good for dishcloths, and I can make soap from the oil. The books are just to help with my studies.
You really can't let anything go to waste, can you?
That's respectable. I respect that.
Nope, can't stand the idea.
I respect you, Leonie.
Who knew you were so thoughtful? I mean, with actual thinking ahead. You're so generous to everyone and always making me food. I never knew how much thought you must put into it.
I cook to relax, and it's nice seeing how enthusiastic you get about eating what I make. Whatever I give away is just the stuff that isn't useful to me. I pick up on giving things like that to people who need them or who can actually
mean to
use
skip
them,
that.
make sure they aren't wasted.
That makes sense. You've got to use up the stuff you've got after all.
Yeah,
Hey.
right.
Do you think you're like this because you didn't have much growing up?
Interesting.
I guess times were tough now that you mention it. The folks in my village definitely aren't rich. My dad had to go through a lot of trouble to get the recommendations I needed to attend the academy. That doesn't mean I've grown up to be stingy. It just means I don't like to squander. Anyway, enough of that. It's in poor taste to go on about your own hardships. I've always got time for a meal with a friend, and it so happens I picked up some choice meat today. Why don't we share it?
Oh, what a good
Now
person.
you're speaking my language.
They're both such good people. Oh, you also want to talk to everyone.
Oh, Marianne, there you are. Lysithia, what's all this commotion? What's happening? There's been an accident at the training
no.
grounds. A spell gone amok. Come
Oh,
on,
no.
we need all the help we can get over there. Oh no, but I don't know how We could really use your help before things get out of hand. Come on, hurry. I don't think I would be much help. Oh, for the goddess's sake, you won't know unless you try, will you? Don't decide you're of no use without even giving it a shot. Fine then, forget it. I'll go on my own. You can just stand here and stare at the wall. I'm sorry, I can't do anything right.
Hey.
Oh, perhaps I took it too far.
Yeah, you did.
Hey, Marianne, do you have a minute? Listen, I'm sorry about all the stuff I said earlier. The situation was urgent, and I'll admit I wasn't thinking clearly. I shouldn't have been so callous. I hurt your feelings, didn't I? No, it's fine. I'm the one to blame. Huh? But hey, are you sure you're all... I'm the one who should apologize. All I did was get in your way. You would have made it to the training grounds much sooner if I hadn't slowed you down. Huh? Wait a second. It's all my fault. It's always my fault. The accident was probably my fault too. You're being so... negative. I don't know what to say.
Now, where's their conversation lead to? So it looks like some characters can only go to B and C
Aw,
rank.
are you sure?
Or C, B rank.
Thank you so much. You're always so kind to me. I'll have to repay you sometime.
Gotta stop manipulating people.
Lysithia? What are you doing there? Don't tell me you were listening just now and judging me getting other people to do my work for me.
I was.
I've got better things to do. Although, I do wonder why everyone is always so eager to help you. I only ask for help if they offer. I don't ever pressure people.
Disagree.
So I've noticed. That's what strikes me as odd. I suppose they're just so taken with me, they want to help me out. I see. That would explain it. Oh dear, I was expecting you to argue, not to agree with me right away. There's no reason to deny what's clearly true. Everything about your outward appearance is immaculate and well thought out. Even your fingernails are always well kept and painted. No doubt your toenails are the same. I can't tell if you're complimenting me or accusing me of something.
Sounds like both.
And you smell delightful, like candy. Or wait, am I catching a hint of floral? I'm so glad you noticed. It's oil extracted from a flower that only blooms at night.
What kind of flower is that?
Floral oils, huh? I didn't think they had much use outside of homeopathy and house cleaning. I have some right here, actually. Here, I can give you a splash. There we go. I put it on your wrist, so you'll want to rub them together. Body heat is what activates the scent. Your wrists and your neck are relatively warm, so they're good spots to apply the fragrance. For a very subtle fragrance, you can also try putting it under your clothing. So, what do you think? It's lovely. Now I smell just like you, Hilda.
Interesting.
Somehow, this makes me feel a little more mature. Thank you. So that's it. She just wants to feel more grown up. She's hard to read, that one.
I
That
agree.
smile, though. Who knew she could be so cute?
Someone's making a friend. So this looks like it's the last conversation piece.
I think I'm gonna pass out. Ah!
Oh, Lysithea? You're really pale.
Yeah, I've been feeling really queasy all morning. I'm just heading back to my quarters to rest.
Can you even make it there in that state? Here, climb on my back. I'll carry you.
What? What? No, no. I'm not some sort of infant.
Always worried about looking like a kid. No time for that now. Just get on.
I'm feeling a bit better now. I should be okay from here. Thank you so much, Leonie. I hope I wasn't too heavy. Was I?
No, not at all. Actually made for a fun bit of training.
Training?
Yeah, carrying someone around is good for the legs. You're just the right weight for it, too. I might ask you to help me train again sometime. Anything can be a kind of training with the right attitude, you know?
I mean, that's a good point.
Are you always thinking about training?
Well, I can't devote all my time purely to training. So it's more efficient if I can train while I get other stuff done at the same time.
Wouldn't that actually be rather inefficient?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, for example, if you're training for endurance, it seems running would be a better approach. If you're only ever training by cramming it in with other tasks, you won't be getting the best results.
It sounds true.
I'm no expert on the subject, but even I can logic that one out.
Come to think of it, you do always seem to stick to a pretty rigid schedule, don't you? I've noticed that you focus completely on whatever it is you've set out to do. Then you switch to something else and focus completely on that.
You've noticed, have you?
Now that I think about it, you may be right. Maybe that is the more efficient way to do things. Hey, you're really bright, Lysithea. Thanks so much for the helpful advice.
Aw, look at that friendship blooming.
That was sweet of Leonie to check on me and carry me all the way to my quarters. And in the end, I just lectured her. She did thank me for it, but I probably could have handled that better.
That's what friends do, my guy. That's what friends do. Okay, one more conversation.
Being kicked must have hurt, didn't it, Dorte? Do they think you won't gallop unless you're in pain?
Oh no.
It must be difficult letting those brutes ride you.
Dorte, Dorte, I'm sorry.
Hey, Marianne, what are you up to?
Nothing.
She talks to horses too. This girl is amazing.
Really? I was sure I heard you talking to someone. By the way, are you free right now?
Parcel tongue. That's what it is.
Is there something you need?
Harry
I was
Potter
about to go
speaks
buy
parcel
towels
tongue.
and soap,
I got it
but
now.
the girls saddled me with all these specific requests. They want it all to look cute or to smell a certain way, but all that's just nonsense to me. I've always made my own towels out of old scraps and soap from used cooking oil. I've never given it much thought beyond that.
Oh,
But I've noticed you've got some really nice things. So you have an eye for that stuff, right? Obviously, I give you all the credit, and I'm sure everyone would be really grateful for your help.
no. I don't deserve that kind of praise.
Really? I don't think that's true. Come on, you'll be doing me a big favor.
My adoptive father tells me I shouldn't stray too far from the monastery.
That's nonsense. You've got to get some fresh air now and again.
I should stay. Besides, I wouldn't be much help. I don't think anyone would like whatever I pick out anyway. It would all go to waste.
I mean, you have my favorite hair in the entire game. Honestly, it is wonderful.
And I'm sure that having me around would just cause you misfortune, Leonie.
Are you serious?
I should stay here by myself.
Now, hold on just a second. You'll cause me misfortune? What kind of backwards talk is that? If you really don't want me around, then at least come out and say it straight. I'm sorry for the unwelcome invitation. Don't worry, I won't make the same
Whoa.
mistake again.
Gotta calm down, kid. Jeez. She doesn't like talking to people because she can talk to animals, which I love about her. Here's what we're gonna do. Where's the training place? So now we can enter the training something or other. Hey, you want to fight me yet?
Lord Lenata's the boar.
No?
Join me for some training sometime. I'm interested in your... I might
Thank
like
you.
to become your student.
When? We need speed and sword, and we have a lot of sword. Wait, what about that? Didn't we... Okay, so what if, and hear me out on this, what if the items we got from some time ago, what if the items we got from some time ago can increase our thingamabobber, for lack of a better word? Nope. Because it's my character who needs to have all of the stats, right? Yes, yes, yes. Increases permanently increases. Okay, let's take it. Do I need a... Oh, gosh. Okay. Oh, we're almost coming up at the point where I want to stop this episode. Almost, not quite. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna... We can't use it from here. That's a little absurd. We have to take it, then we have to use it. Okay, so I'm assuming that that is the best way to get these students to join, or at least the students who want specific stats. That's my assumption. We'll be the most lucky. We should have given that to someone who could use it more. You know, there's enough time for this, probably. What are we doing? What is this training? Beginner sword. Who uses a sword? You use Fist of Ferocity. You use an axe. Who uses a sword? Who uses a sword? You use a bow. You're magic. You're magic. You use an axe. You use a lance. You're magic. Who uses a sword? Am I the only one on my squad who uses a sword? Okay. We'll have to do that later then. We still need to give the tea set to someone who loves tea, which is not on the map, sadly. We can eat with, you know, we can eat with both the students we're trying to recruit. We can eat with Annette and my boy Ferdinand. Or we can cook with, who would love, would Ferdinand? Ferdinand would not, in fact, love this. Raphael, I thought you loved food. Loving food is like loving to cook. It's the same. We can cook with you because we really want to be best friends with you, so you will join our house. Okay, so it looks like it's based on the fish I caught? No, it's not. I have no idea. I don't know what it's based on. I don't know what I'm doing.
Please leave it to me. Cooking is my forte. At least, I think it is.
Wonderful. That's wonderful to hear. I also love to cook. I like to cook
I
salmon.
don't usually have a
It's
problem,
easy to cook,
but
it's fast.
sometimes things get out of control.
Yeah, relatable.
Got it.
All allies receive dexterity +2. Wonderful. Now we can eat with some of our students. We want... So first of all, we want to eat with Annette and Ferdinand.
Ooh, I love this stuff. Did you know that?
Sure.
Delicious. After a scrumptious meal like that, I feel that I can really seize the day.
Happy to hear it, Cap. Okay, so we should have enough time for one more meal in theory. Who do we... we need all of our students' motivation to go up, honestly. Or at least 4, and we definitely want Ignatz. Lorenz, that's fine, but we definitely want Ignatz. Ignatz is great.
I did not expect much from the dining hall, but this does not disappoint.
This food is a revelation. I can't help but smile when I eat it.
Happy to hear that, my guy. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, so that's the end of this episode. And these episodes will be going up every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I hope I see you guys.